It's been stated that is the celebrating of Milad farz? To reach the status of farz, there has to be specific direction in that. No one in the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah has suggested that it is farz. But just because something isn't farz, that doesn't mean to say it's not part of the fabric of Sharia.
Did that just make us see who's welcome?
Just with the speech before that, unity between Muslim Ummah, and these issues of breaking people, you shouldn't say that.
Okay. Can I suggest that one of the questions that has been asked on this, actually, let me just address that because that accommodates both. While there are so many sects in Islam, are we supposed to believe in the Ummah being one? Of course, we should strive for the Ummah being one. But that is not at the cost of compromising the integrity of the aqaid that have been left by the Sahaba. Now, whilst we must try to attain the unity of the Ummah, what is more important than that unity is the preservation of the true aqidah of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. That is what all of our Aimma from the Sahaba, Tabi'in, Taba Tabi'in strived against. If that was the case, then Abu Bakr Siddiqi would have said, we should have unity. If Musaylima Kazab declares himself to be a prophet, let him do it in his own home. We should not break the ranks of unity. But no, he said to hell with unity. If someone declares himself in this way to be a prophet, then we are at war with them. And the Prophet ﷺ also warned his ummah, be careful. سَتَفْتَرِقُ أُمَّتِي عَلَىٰ 73 فِرْقَةٍ. My ummah will be divided. And be careful. You may go to hell or may not go to hell on account of your deeds. But if your aqidah is wrong, you will definitely go to hell. كُلُّهُمْ فِي النَّارِ إِلَّا مِلَّةً وَاحِدَةً. And even though I am the king of intercession on the day of judgment, if your aqidah is wrong, I don't want anything to do with you. Why? Because if your aqidah is wrong, كُلُّهُمْ فِي النَّارِ, you must go to hell. إِلَّا مِلَّةً وَاحِدَةً. The Prophet ﷺ asked, Ya Rasulullah, why and who are these people who will be saved? The Prophet ﷺ said, مَا أَنَا عَلَيْهِ وَأَصْحَابِي. They are those who will be those who follow the strict path of myself and my Sahaba, my companions. May Allah be pleased with them all. So therefore the Prophet ﷺ warned. And if you want to know the attitude, you say, I made a joke towards them. I'll tell you what Sayyidina Umar's attitude was towards the Khawarij. I'll tell you what Sayyidina Khalid bin Walid was. When they encountered the Khawarij, they used to take their sword out. Sayyidina Ali ordered the execution of hundreds of Khawarij. Why? Because they digressed from the way of Sayyidina Ali karramallahu wajhul kareem, despite being told that the way of the Quran and Sunnah is the way, and Ibn Abbas talked to them and tried to educate them from the Quran. But they still didn't listen. They used to stand up all night in worship. But Sayyidina Ali didn't look at that. Sayyidina Ali said, if they have digressed from the majority, if they have digressed from Ahl Sunnah, then they are away from us. We have nothing to do with them. They are a separate group, and we declare war on them. That is why Hazrat Ali karramallahu wajhul kareem ordered their execution. That is why the modern Wahhabi movement encompasses the beliefs of the Khawarij. And this is not something that I am saying. This is something that those who even have converted from Wahhabi thinking have said. That this Wahhabi thinking of today that is promoted by modern day Salafi scholars, it embodies and entails the whole compendium of beliefs that were promoted by the Khawarij in the earlier days. So it's very important for us to identify those groups who are diverse from the way of the Quran and Sunnah. What is the perception of loud takbeers? Can you explain this? It can be disturbing. The issue is, loud takbeers, is this something that has been invented in Pakistan or India? Or is this something that was practiced by the Sahaba? Let me give you one hadith in this, which is an absolute knockout, which shows you that this is not something that was invented by some Pakistani or some Indian or some Arab from some recent past event. This is the way of the companions. They used to say takbir, and they used to also say Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imam Ibn Taymiyyah, who is one of the founding fathers of the Wahhabi movement, has brought a hadith. He has acknowledged this hadith. Ibn Kathir has acknowledged this hadith. What I am saying is on record. You can go and check this later on. They have brought this hadith that Khalid bin Walid went to war, and when he told his army to charge, he didn't say charge, he didn't shout at them. How did he induce his army to charge? He said with the words of takbir, and he said, Ya Muhammada, Ya Muhammada, Ya Muhammada. That is why the Sunnah wal Jama'ah do takbir and risala.
Nabi Saleh! Ya Rasulullah! Nabi Saleh! Ya Rasulullah! Shaykh Miladul Nabi!
My question is, like, if you go to the central mosque, it's only on the corner.
Yeah.
Like, you know, these things, these issues, like the taking people, I understand what's your point of view. Right? But the thing is, you know, when you call them, they don't follow the Wahhabi, we don't follow Wahhabi. The Wahhabi is a totally different firqa, and they are being with them, and they got about half the book, right? And they only quote and hadith and
I think because you've been with them fairly new, when you come with them later on, they'll inject you with Ibn Taymiyyah and Muhammad ibn Abdullah later on. Why? Because their way of dealing with it is that firstly they say, brothers, Quran and Sunnah, brothers, Quran and Sunnah, let's forget all the previous scholars who came. Let's forget everyone who says, just quote Quran and Sunnah. That's what they say, isn't it?
But the thing is, brother, it only hurt me, like, you know, every house is got
Just interject one moment.
Hello,
sorry. If we could just stick to the paper questions after, and then we'll give you an opportunity at the end to ask any questions. Because a lot of people have written questions and we don't want them to miss out.
The idea is that we don't aim to cause fitna, but what is essential is that we educate our youth that they are Wahhabi and their beliefs are the belief of the Kharij. We cannot unite with them. Why? Because in their ranks you have the stink of disrespect of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's just give you one example. If someone came to your forefather's grave and disrespected his grave, I don't think you would be talking about unity with him. When Bin Baz, the cockeyed mufti, stands in front of the grave of Rasulullah and he says, my stick is more useful than this person in the grave, then I don't think we take very kindly to view unity with such people. And we need to educate our youth that these are the Khawarij that Khalid ibn Walid wanted to execute. These are the Khawarij that Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu wanted to execute. These are the people that Hazrat Ali karramallahu wajhahu actually executed. Why? Because they digressed from the way of the Quran and Sunnah. In the name of the Quran and Sunnah, they didn't quote the Gita. They didn't quote the Bible. They quoted Quran and Sunnah. Now, if they are saying to you, brother, we quote Quran and Sunnah, the question is, these Imams who we follow, they quote the Guru Granth Sahib. They quoted Quran and Sunnah. We follow them because we rely on their better judgment. Why? Who knows Quran and Sunnah better? Us or Imam Bukhari? Imam Bukhari knows. So why didn't Imam Bukhari become a mujtahid and say, forget following all the four Imams, just follow me? No. He said, I may be the ultimate muhaddis of my time, but I'm still a Shafi. I follow Imam Shafi.